Good morning, ladies. So I'm just going to do a quick little video here on Halloween, since it's like 11 days away. And it's very important for you Christian women who are still in the church that you haven't come out of Revelation 18:4 yet. It's very important for you to understand where this holiday comes from, because it's very evil, and Christians have Christianized it and beautified it for the children so they have something fun to do. But we should be looking into the origins of this holiday before we sacrifice our children to these gods that even our fathers didn't know. In 1 John 1:6, it says, "If we say we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie and do not the truth." We don't practice the truth, right? So we can't be walking in darkness and say we're walking in the light, which Messiah is the light. Yahshua, he is the light, right? We see that in Genesis 1. He was the first created being, the light. And we're supposed to walk in the light as he is the light. So we can't have any darkness in us. Ephesians 5:11 says, "And have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them." We're supposed to expose the darkness, right? Because light manifests the darkness. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm manifesting the darkness with the light, the truth. In verse 13, all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light, for whosoever doth make manifest is light. So I'm exposing the darkness of Halloween and the darkness that the Christians are under, and they don't even realize it because they think they're just decorating, or they're just doing fun things for the kids, like trick or trunk at church, or what I used to do at church every freaking year when I was a kid was bobbing for apples. Go look up where that comes from. That's freaking evil. And if I had known that when I was a kid, I'd be damned if I'd played that game. These Halloween events that the churches are putting out, you're allowing demons into your children. Every time you put a freaking pumpkin on your front porch, you're inviting the demons to come into your house. Is that what you want, Christian women? Do you like the thought of welcoming demons into your home where your children sleep? I highly suggest you look into it. It's all over the place. You can look it up. It's very, 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 very easy to do. It just takes just a few seconds to type it in. And you could be saving your children's life, their soul. Your children don't need any more demons than they already have from celebrating all these other pagan traditions of men, like Christmas and Easter and Valentine's Day and Halloween and etc., etc., etc. They are all of pagan origin. You are worshiping other gods and you don't even realize it. We must repent. We must come out of the pagan idolatry that has been freaking been pushed into the churches since way before we were even born or even thought of. Our parents, our grandparents, even before then. We've all been born into this bullshit. But we must repent. We must be converted. And we must start keeping the holy covenants of promise in Ephesians 2:12 so you can be grafted into the commonwealth of Israel. So you no longer call yourself a Gentile or a dry tree. Same thing. Because you're unfruitful. Because you're disobedient. The wrath of Jehovah is coming upon the children of disobedience. And just because you say he knows your heart and that's not what you're thinking of when you do these celebrations, it doesn't matter what you think, because your thoughts are not his thoughts. And his ways are higher than your ways. You don't know shit. You've been lied to. You've been deceived. Revelation 12:9. The whole world is deceived. Matthew 24. The very elect can't be deceived. Because they have to be the ones to warn you, stiff-necked, hard-hearted, sleepy little sheepy, who would rather be jealous of Judah than to fulfill the royal law and love your neighbor like you've been commanded to do. If you know Judah is in the wrong because they won't accept the Messiah, you should be rebuking that. If you know Judah has a Babylonian Sabbath, you should be rebuking that. That's love. James 2:8-9, Leviticus 19:15-18. Your Jeremiah 23 wolf pastors have lied to you. And you don't know shit from apple butter. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. You believers, quote unquote, and unbelievers are doing the same holidays. Pay attention. You're supposed to be watching. If you're not watching, he's going to come unto you like a thief in the night. We're all called to be watchmen. We're all supposed to be finding the lost sheep of the house of Israel, warning the people of their destruction because of their disobedience, because of their idolatry, which is covetousness. Covetousness is idolatry. Colossians 3:5. All these holidays, these pagan traditions of men, they all cause covetousness. All of them. And you've been weighed in the balance and you have been found wanton. And that is not a good thing. All right, 2 Corinthians, I'll finish this verse. 2 Corinthians 6:14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers, pagans, heathens, Gentiles. For what fellowship hath righteousness? That's Deuteronomy 6:25. His righteousness shall be our righteousness if we observe all his commandments. What fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? Unrighteousness is not keeping his 10 commandments. It's the opposite of righteousness, right? And what communion hath light with darkness? They don't. They don't. 15. And what concord with Messiah hath with sugar? And what concord hath Messiah with Belial? Or what part hath that believeth with an infidel, an unbeliever? You guys are doing the same things unbelievers are doing. Christmas, Easter, Halloween. You've Christianized all those, but you're still doing the same shit. It's no different. You just slap Jesus on it. Baal. Bravo. Verse 16. And what agreement hath the temple of Jehovah with idols? Covetousness. For ye are the temple of the living God. As God hath said, I will dwell with them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. How can he walk with you? How can he dwell with you when you are walking and dwelling in darkness? He can't. It's impossible. Light doesn't dwell with darkness. No lie is of the truth, right? No lie is of the truth. Revelation 22:15 talks about those that are going to be outside of the kingdom. You don't want to be outside of the kingdom, Christian ladies. I'll start at 15 because that's very important too. Blessed are they that do his commandments, his righteousness, Deuteronomy 6:25, that they may have the right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates of the city. Those keeping the 10 commandments, they have the right to enter into the city because they do his commandments. His righteousness has become their righteousness because they keep his commandments. And those are your elect, the only ones who, one, have the Father's name, Jehovah, because the Son revealed it to them. The Son's name is Joshua, John 5:42-43. He came in his Father's name. It's not God. That's a title. Just like I'm a mom. I'm also a sister. I'm also a daughter. Those are all titles. That's not my name. All right? He came in his Father's name, Jehovah. And you can also find that Deuteronomy 18, where it says Jehovah said he put his words in that capital P prophet's mouth, and he's going to speak everything that he told him to speak. Jehovah told him to speak. He came in the Father's name, and you receive him not. You've received the Jesus that also does all the pagan idolatry. Easter, Halloween, Christmas, Valentine's Day, etc., etc., etc. You have received the lawless one. You have Baal, Jesus, in your heart, in your temple, showing himself that he is God. 2 Thessalonians 2. You've been deceived. Accept that. Repent of your sin, which is the transgression of the law. 1 John 3:4. Not the law that was nailed to the stake, but the everlasting law of Jehovah. Please wake up, ladies. And do not, for the love of God, do not do Halloween this year. Please. If you've already decorated, take the shit down, throw it away. Do not participate. Do not allow those demons into your home. If not for yourself, do it for your children. Please. This holiday has got nothing to do with anything good. To all sacrifice. Children, teenagers, adults, animals. It's all about sacrifice. And you don't even realize that you're participating in that. Why do all these children go missing every year? It's your fault. Just as well as it was mine before I realized what I was doing. We all have to repent. That's what the Messiah came preaching. Repent and be converted so that you can be healed. The Sabbath is the day of healing, and no Christian keeps the Sabbath. They don't even keep their Lord's Day holy without buying or selling or fornicating on that day. How are you keeping your day holy? And if there's no difference between the Jew or the Gentile, what makes you think there's a different law for you, Gentile, than it is for the Jew? There is no difference. That's why the Messiah came, to shed his blood, so you too, hard-headed, stiff-necked Gentiles can have a chance to be grafted into the Commonwealth of Israel, to be part of a holy nation. Why don't you want that? What's wrong with you? I know you've been lied to. I was lied to too. But for some freaking reason, he chose to show me the truth so I could try to wake you people up. And that's what I'm trying to do. Please do not celebrate Halloween this year. Make it the last time. Last year was the last time. Don't do it again. Stop sacrificing your children to other gods.